rulings doesn't become supreme law of the land?
No.
Okay. All right. So according to what you just said, if I wanted to use this case and what was cited in this case right here, the case Thompson v. Smith, it says that the right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon, either by horse-drawn carriage or by automobile, is not a mere privilege which a city can prohibit or permit at will, but a common right which he has under the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So that was actually ruled in the Supreme Court. And I actually have a few other ones here I wanted to point out. It says here that this is Miller v. U.S. It says if the state converts a liberty into a privilege, the citizen can engage in that right with impunity. So I can just basically say, I don't need a license, regardless of what the police told me. I have a right that say I don't, and I can still engage in this right with impunity. Basically gives me immunity to whatever statute that was created that's basically impeding on my right.
Did John Abinader tell you to say this to me?
I don't even know who that is.
I had this argument, and I've had this actual argument on these cases of rights and privilege, by the way, when it does handle the motor vehicle license. Because when the motor vehicle license is charged for in the state of New York, it now becomes a right instead of a privilege. Because people say that you have it's a privilege to drive in New York State. Actually, it's been argued that it is a right to, because they charged you for a driver's license.
Wait. Actually, it's not a right. You don't have a right to drive. That is a privilege. And it's only a privilege because of the legal definition of the word drive. The legal definition of the word drive. See, commonly, everyone thinks you get in the car and you drive. The common definition is you get in the car and you drive. But what the people need to wake up to is there's a totally different definition legally. It's called legalese. And that legal definition of drive is someone who operates a motor vehicle for hire, for business, for commerce. I wasn't doing it for any of those reasons. So therefore, I don't understand why I have to present a driver's license when legally I don't even fit the definition of the term drive or driver. And then in another
problem is Sylvester, you are on the road that's maintained by the towns, counties, and state. Therefore, their opportunity to say to you, if you want to be on my property, you need to have this license.
Oh no, I understand that.
I went through this.
I understand that.
Love this. We could do
the
this
reason,
for an
look,
hour.
okay, now the reason I understand that, and I agree with you, and that's because that's just like saying because everything is incorporated. This is all corporations. The United States is a corporation. It's been a corporation since 1871. It's been a corporation. This is a business. So I definitely understand, like if I was charged to do business over this whole landmass and someone else came over here to do business, yeah, you're gonna need a permit from me. You need a license because I do business here. If you want to go to McDonald's and sell Burger King, you better get McDonald's permission. I understand that. Now, when you say the definition of driver is someone that's operating for business, of course that person is going to need a driver's license or permission to do that because I was already charged to do business in this whole landmass of Turtle Island. And my business is called the United States Corporation, the federal corporation.
You have your incorporation papers with you?
No, I'm not talking about my incorporation, but I do have the incorporated name, Sylvester Collins.
Good thing you went last.
Yeah, if you like though, I do have my incorporated entity.
You know you got the Assistant Attorney General here today by any chance? Did you know he is here?
Is he here for me?
No, he's not here for you, but you just happen to got the king of the land.
Yeah, but I do have
corporation.
I do have title over my
So
my
let
corporate
me ask you,
entity.
is your argument that you don't need a license to operate any vehicle, let alone drive, push, or sway in or out of a driveway, you have that right without a license?
Yeah, according to legal.
Do you have a car?
Legally, I do.
You do have a car?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what do you do, push it around the field?
Oh no, I travel in it, but I don't drive.
What do you do in it?
I travel.
So somebody else drives it?
No, I travel in it.
Is it one of those new Teslas that are driverless cars?
No, I actually
So
travel
if
in
you
it.
leave from point A to go to point B, you don't touch that steering wheel.
Now, see, from going to point A to point B is actually defined legally as travel. So that's what I'm telling you. I do. Yeah, I have it all here. I've been doing this work for years, so I wish I knew it when I got these tickets. I wouldn't be here right now, but I didn't know that then.
Well,
I know
after
it
a
now.
while, this becomes where they're going to come after you in car. And that's not even a good thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that. I'm not really worried about that because I've already I've already written to I've written already to the Oneida County Sheriff's Department, Utica Police Department. I've written Cuomo. I've written the Attorney General for the state. I've written to the New York State Department of Motor Vehicle, and all put them on notice of my rights and that I know my rights now. And I didn't know them before, but I know them now, and I don't expect to be harassed in my exercise of them. I'm not starting any trouble. I don't want any problems. I just want you to know that I know my rights, and I don't expect to be harassed or hindered in any way.
I wouldn't want you to, because you know what? In this court, nobody should be.
Exactly. I mean, no one in the world should be, but I understand that now, and I understand that I have to put certain authority figures on notice of that, just to prevent any problems or lawsuits.
Do you have any money?
I don't. I don't.
Do you use money? Money is a vehicle for you to go buy something?
And no, because actually, according to Public Law 7310, there is no money. Because the only lawful money for us as the people was gold and silver. So when the corporation went bankrupt and took all the gold from the people, 7310 actually said that because they took the gold, there's no money for us to use. So anybody demanding that you pay can't demand that you pay them in a specific way, according to Public Law 7310.
Well, at one point back in 1950 something, when maybe I got the date wrong, when they produced the silver certificates, gold certificates, they took that gold and they turned it into currency in exchange for that. Have you ever seen a silver certificate?
I don't think anyone ever seen a silver certificate.
Looks like a dollar bill, and it says silver certificate.
That wasn't what you call the greenback, the one that got what's the name in all that trouble. And he tried to put it into. He tried it, and they basically killed him.
Well, let me ask you this: there's an offer on the table from the district attorney. In full satisfaction of all this, he's willing to take away most of this. Is that something that you're interested in accepting?
Oh no. I mean, all of it has to go according. Is this legally? Yeah.
But there's an offer that he's saying, just plead to this and this and this, and we'll take care of all these things. But you have a right to a trial. Did you know
Yeah, I
that?
know that, and I was going to ask that because I know that these courts, usually traffic courts, are not, like court of record. So, in order for any of this to really have any type of weight, is, not to damage your integrity or anything like that. But if I can state this stuff in the court of record, I know it would carry so much more weight. So I actually would prefer a
So
trial.
you want to move this to the county?
I mean, unless you're willing to dismiss it right now for what I've told you so far. But if you're not, then